Well, as many of us gathered around the television to watch the Super Bowl with family and friends today, one local family continues to try to put the pieces together after a devastating chain of events that started 2012 off on the wrong foot. It was supposed to be a Christmas that they would remember forever, but an adoption scam left them with a holiday season they will never forget. Phil Campbell has more from the Upper Valley tonight.
Well, Todd, without question, new technology is making it easier for parents to adopt, but as I found out, it's also the source of a disturbing new trend, including an adoption scam that hit a couple from right here in Rigby. According to authorities, Amy Slaninia's web of deception was so wide that it reached Idaho. The Pennsylvania woman was staying at a battered women's shelter under false pretenses, and if that wasn't bad enough, she then used a cell phone and computer to allegedly scam a Rigby couple into traveling to the Pittsburgh area during Christmas to adopt her baby. There was just one problem. Amy was not pregnant. The rendezvous was supposed to occur on December 30th, less than a month after the woman entered the shelter illegally, and just 5 days after Christmas. Meanwhile, the Rigby couple was sending text messages back to their loved ones here in Idaho. They were saying how excited they were and that this was going to be the best Christmas ever. But when they arrived at Butler Memorial Hospital, they were notified that the woman that they were waiting for had been arrested on a separate charge. The fairy tale ending that they had hoped for quickly turned into a nightmare. And as horrific as it sounds, adoption scams such as this are not that uncommon.
The way things are going with media and technology and the way that that plays a role in adoption, a lot of our couples, for example, a lot of adoptive couples or people interested in adoption in general post online profiles. They put a lot of their personal information online. So if somebody wanted to take advantage of them, it really is not too hard if they want to do that.
It turns out that Slaninia may have had a checkered past. According to blog posts, Slaninia was featured in an internet video during an episode of Dateline NBC, in which reporters caught her scamming several couples into believing she was pregnant so that they could adopt her child. The news magazine segment found that some couples paid Slaninia more than $2,000 for a child she never had. This likely would have been the fate for the Rigby couple if Slaninia had not been arrested moments before they were scheduled to meet. The manager with LDS Family Services in Pocatello says there are things parents who want to adopt can do to lower their risk of becoming a victim.
We recommend that you work with an adoption professional. There are a lot of attorneys who know how to do adoption, but then there are some who really are what I would consider more of an adoption professional. And they're just more equipped to help you identify scams, what are the red flags in certain situations, things like that. Whether that be an agency like ours or just another adoption professional, it's certainly best to work with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Now, Todd, I did speak with the family involved, and they politely declined to do an interview. They say they're just looking forward to moving on with their lives. Reporting from Jefferson County, Phil Campbell, KPVI News 6.
All right, Phil, thanks. And more on this case. Amy Slaninia recently appeared before District Judge James Owen on 2 counts of disorderly conduct causing physically offensive conditions. Owen dismissed those charges after her defense argued that there was no way to prove that the 32-year-old was soliciting money from the Rigby couple. Slaninia is still facing several unrelated charges in Ohio, including violating her parole.